Click back on the App section, then click on the pencil to the right of your app. All of the different features of your app are listed on the left. The dashboard collects basic analytics about your app. In the Settings section, the top part contains your certificate that you will need to download for App Factory. Once your whole structure has been defined and your licenses have been bought and assigned, notifications will be covered in another video. Now you can choose Products on the left. You will notice that no issues or products have been defined yet. This means that you have defined the shell, the app itself, but now you need to define the products or issues within the app. Let's start by talking about the easiest setup. Let's say that you have made a one-off app with our Remote Reader or AVE Reader template. Your app itself could cost 99 cents or be free. But once the app is downloaded and launched, it needs to load that content remotely. This is why you need to define the product. The product itself in a remote reader would be free. So you would define this product as free, give it a name, and leave the issue set to default. For the publication we're building, I want the issues to be free. So I could do the same thing. All the issues could be set to default, and they could all be free. All the different issues would just have to be defined with a different name. Now let's talk about paid issues and subscriptions. Let's say that you are a monthly magazine and you are setting the first issue as free. Free issues do not need to be defined in iTunes Connect. So I could set up the October issue as free. If my business structure is going to be that I'm a paid magazine, but I just want to give a sample issue at the start, then this is what you will need to have when you submit it to Apple. You can't submit it to Apple with a free issue and then start having paid issues the next month. If you only have one issue ready, you may consider making a truncated version of that issue and offering it for free, then having the whole issue as a paid download. Let's say I want to define my next issue as a paid issue. I can define the name as November 2014, pick the correct issue type as I defined in the title section, and define an internal product ID. Just like the bundle ID, this product ID needs to be the exact same product ID you set up in-app purchases in iTunes Connect. This will be covered more thoroughly in a later video. But for now, I'll show you where your purchases and subscriptions are set up in iTunes Connect. When I'm logged into iTunes Connect, I can click on the in-app purchases section and create an in-app purchase. For issue purchases, you'll want to choose non-consumable. This product ID must be the same as the internal product ID you set up in AVE Portal for these in-app purchases. This same connection is also made for subscriptions, whether the subscription is free or not. And also, you'll need to set up the subscription details. Once your subscriptions and products are all set up, there's just one last thing to set up if you're offering a subscription. Within iTunes Connect, inside in-app purchases, you can click on View or Generate a Shared Secret. You'll need to copy and paste this into the in-app purchase credentials section in Cloud Connect. Now that you've defined the structure of the app, you can further define where each issue is for download under the Publish section.